Hello students, myself Kushal Kulkarni. I welcome you all to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to start with the second lecture of polynomial series. In case you haven't watched the first video yet, please I request you to go and watch it. Okay, if you are new to this channel, I request you to subscribe and do not forget to hit the notification bell to enjoy further more videos. Okay, now without any further delay, let us start with the second lecture of polynomial series. Let us start with the sum. Now in this question, the question is factorize the polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Now students, just observe this polynomial. The polynomial is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Now look at the first term. What is the first term? X cube. Now what is the index of this term? The index is 3. That means the highest power is 3. That is why these polynomials are called as cubic polynomials. Now obviously before that you must have learned how to factorize quadratic polynomials. Quadratic polynomials are those in which the highest power or the index is 2. But here in this polynomials the highest power or the index is 3, so they are called as cubic polynomials. Okay, and it is slightly a bit difficult, so you will have to be more attentive. Okay, now the technique of factorizing cubic polynomial is just observe this polynomial carefully. Now tell me, what is the first coefficient over here? The first coefficient is not mentioned. That means by default the coefficient is 1. And what is the last coefficient? The last coefficient is plus 2. So what we need to do is, we need to multiply the first and the last coefficient. So here first coefficient is 1 and last coefficient is plus 2. So multiply both of them. So 1 into plus 2 gives us plus 2. Okay, so what is the first step? Multiply first and last coefficient. First coefficient is 1, last coefficient is plus 2, multiply कीजिए. So what is 1 into plus 2? That gives us plus 2. Now students, you need to find the possible factors of plus 2. आपको plus 2 के कौन कौन से possible factors होंगे ये सोचना है. That means 2 ये number किस किस के table में जाएगा? You will ask me, sir, it is very simple. Sir, 1 into 2 is 2 and 2 into 1 is 2. So the factors are 1 and 2. Perfect. But one issue is, you just cannot say 1. You will have to say plus or minus 1, right? Because 1 into 2 obviously gives us 2. But 2 is divisible by minus 1 also, right? What is minus 1 into minus 2? That also gives us 2, right? So you cannot just say that 1 is the factor of 2. You need to say that the factors of 2 are plus and minus 1. Same way, the factors of 2 are plus and minus 2. So as you can see, the possible factors of this plus 2 are plus or minus 1 and plus and minus 2. That means we get 4 numbers which are possible factors of plus 2. One is minus 1, plus 1, minus 2 and plus 2. Okay. Now we need to check that using which value of x the answer or the value of the polynomial comes out to be 0. So you have to check it randomly. आपको पहले चेक करना पड़ेगा that अगर मैं x का वैल्यू -1 से रिप्लेस करूं, am I getting the answer as 0? If no, तो +1 से चेक करना पड़ेगा. After replacing the value of x by +1, are we getting the answer as 0? वो भी नहीं हुआ तो +2 लीजिए, चेक करो. If you replace the value of x by +2, are you getting the answer as 0? अगर उससे भी पॉसिबल नहीं हुआ तो you will have to go for the last value, that is x is equal to -2. Replace the value of x by -2 and check whether the answer or the value of the polynomial comes out to be 0. Okay, so we'll be checking it one by one. Okay, let's go with the first value. As I told you, we need to check what value of the expression becomes 0. So let's begin with the first value. What is the first value that we are going to consider? We are going to consider x is equals to -1. Okay, now let's start. What is the polynomial? This is the polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. And as decided, we are going to replace the value of x with -1. Hence, what do we get? We get -1 cube. Since the first term is x cube, value of x is -1, so this will be -1 cube. -2 into x square. What is the value of x? -1. So this has to be -2 into -1 square. Minus of x, that means minus of -1, and plus 2 will remain as it is. Now let us simplify this. Okay, so what is -1 cube? Cube of any negative number is always negative. So -1 cube will be -1. Now look at the next part. This minus 2 will remain as it is, right? And we need to take square of minus 1. Now students, tell me, what is minus 1 square? It is 1. Hence you get minus 2 into plus 1, right? Next, what is minus into minus 1? That has to be plus 1, and obviously plus 2 will remain as it is. Okay. Now further simplification, we get minus 1 will remain as it is. Minus 2 into plus 1 becomes minus 2. Plus 1 and plus 2 have to remain as it is. Now as you can see, here 1 is negative, here 1 is positive, so they get cancelled. Minus 2 and plus 2 gets cancelled, and that is why the answer comes out to be 0. So what can you see now? When you replace the value of x with minus 1, we get the value of the polynomial as 0. So using x is equals to minus 1, our answer of the polynomial becomes 0. Hence we can say that x plus 1 is the factor of this polynomial. Now how did I get x plus 1 is the factor of this polynomial? Which value of x is giving us the answer as 0? X is equals to minus 1, right? But now we want the divisor. So for that, what I will do is shift this minus 1 to the left. Now when minus 1 comes to the left, what will it become? X plus 1. And what about the right hand side? The right hand side will be 0, right? So value of x is minus 1. Bring minus 1 on the left, it will become plus 1. So you get x plus 1 as your divisor. So in order to solve further, what we will be doing is, we will be dividing this polynomial by the divisor x plus 1. And now we need to perform the long division. Okay. So let us start with the division. This is our polynomial, x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, and the divisor will be x plus 1. Now how are you going to do the long division? It's simple. What is the first term of the dividend? See, you are going to divide x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, right? So what is this called? This is called as the dividend. और आप divide किससे कर रहे हो? You are dividing by x plus 1. So this is called as the divisor. Now while dividing, what will you do is, you need to find the quotient. So how to find the quotient? The trick is quite simple. First term of the dividend upon first term of the divisor. Dividend के पहले term को divisor के पहले term से divide कीजिए. Okay. So now tell me, what is the first term of the dividend? That is x cube. And what is the first term of the divisor? That is x, right? So let us do the division now. First term of the dividend is x cube upon first term of the divisor is x. Now students, tell me, what is x cube upon x? That will be x square, right? So now this x square will be our quotient. Okay. Now in the next step, whatever is the quotient that we have got, we need to multiply it by the divisor. आपको जो भी quotient मिलेगा, आपको उसको divisor से multiply करना है. Okay. Let's multiply it by the divisor. Quotient is x square. We need to multiply it by the divisor. Divisor is x plus 1. So let's multiply x square in the bracket. Now what is x square into x? That has to be x cube, right? And what is x square into plus 1? That is x square plus x square rather, right? Okay. So we are going to write x cube and x square. Okay. Now be careful. Below the x cube term, you should write the x cube term, और x square के नीचे ही x square का term आना चाहिए, आपको लिखना है. Okay. So be careful about that. Now since you are dividing, what do? We need to change the sign. Okay. So here x cube is positive, make it negative. Same where x square is positive, you have to make it negative. Okay. Now let's solve this. Here x cube is positive, here x cube is negative. So plus x cube minus x cube gets cancelled. Okay. Now here you are getting minus 2x square, and here after changing the sign, x square becomes negative. So what is minus 2x square minus x square? That has to be minus 3x square, right? And what is the leftover term in the polynomial? It is minus x plus 2. You need to get it down as it is, right? Now same way we are going to continue with our division process. Okay. Now what is the first term of the dividend? It is minus 3x square. And what is the first term of the divisor? That is x. Once again we need to divide. So first term of the dividend is minus 3x square upon first term of the divisor is x. So what is minus 3x square upon x? That gives us minus 3x. Okay. So you need to write minus 3x into the quotient. Now what is our new quotient? It is minus 3x. We need to multiply it by our divisor, that is x plus 1. Let's multiply this inside the bracket. So we get minus 3x into x gives us minus 3x square, and minus 3x into plus 1 gives us minus 3x. So now we will write the terms minus 3x square and minus 3x over here, right? And what are you supposed to be careful about? X square के नीचे x square का term और x के नीचे x का term, right? Now once again change the signs. Here minus 3x square is negative, so it will become positive, and 3x is negative, you need to make it positive once again, okay? Now as you can see, 3x square over here is negative, and here new sign of 3x square is positive, so minus 3x square and plus 3x square gets cancelled, okay? Now here you are getting minus 1x, and what is the sign of 3x? New sign of 3x is positive. So what is minus 1x and plus 3x? That will become plus 2x, right? And what are we left with? Plus 2. So you need to get it down as it is, right? Now what is the new answer that we are getting? Plus 2x plus 2. We need to continue with the division further, right? So now what is the first term of the dividend? It is plus 2x. And what about the first term of the divisor? That is x. So once again, let us find the quotient. First term of the dividend is 2x, which is positive, divided by first term of the divisor is x. Now what is 2x upon x? That gives us plus 2, right? So the new quotient will be plus 2. Now let us multiply this quotient 2 with the divisor x plus 1. And what do you get? 2 into x gives us 2x, and 2 into plus 1 gives us plus 2. Now let us write the answer over here. This is 2x plus 2. And once again, let us change the signs. Now 2x is positive, so that will become negative. 2 is also positive, so make it negative. Now as you can see, here 2x is positive, here 2x is negative, so that gets cancelled. Same way, here 2 is positive, and here below the new sign of 2 is negative. So even plus 2 and minus 2 gets cancelled, right? So आपका answer क्या आया? Your answer is 0. So what you can see is, on dividing x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 with x plus 1, the remainder becomes 0. And what is your quotient? The quotient is x square minus 3x plus 2, right? Now students, do you remember that relation? What do we say? Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let us get this answer in that form. So what was our dividend? X cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. That is equals to divisor into quotient. What is the divisor? X plus 1. And what about the quotient? It is x square minus 3x plus 2 plus the remainder. But unfortunately our remainder is 0, right? So we need not write plus remainder, usko जाने दीजिए. So on factorizing this polynomial, this cubic polynomial, x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, what are we getting? We are getting the first bracket as x plus 1 and the second bracket as x square minus 3x plus 2. But students, tell me, is this the end of the answer? It is not. Why? Okay, you cannot simplify x plus 1 further. But what about the second bracket? The second bracket is x square minus 3x plus 2. Isn't it a quadratic polynomial? Yes. So we now are supposed to solve this quadratic polynomial. Okay. And what to do? The method is simple. Once again, what will you do? Multiply first and last coefficient, right? So the polynomial is, or the quadratic polynomial is x square minus 3x plus 2. Multiply the first and last number. So obviously you get 1 into 2 gives us 2, right? So the numbers are, product is 1 into plus 2. Okay, what is 1? It's the value of A. And what is plus 2? It is the value of C. So 1 into plus 2 gives us plus 2. Okay, and on adding these numbers, you should get the middle term, that is minus 3. That means students, आपको ऐसे दो terms ढूंढने हैं. If you multiply them, the product should be plus 2. And if you add them, on adding, you should get the answer as minus 3. चलो फटाफट ऐसे नंबर बताओ जो मल्टीप्लाई करके 2 आएंगे और ऐड करके minus 3 आएंगे. Perfect. The numbers are minus 1 and minus 2, right? Tell me, what is minus 1 into minus 2? That gives you 2 plus 2, right? That means product is plus 2. And if you add both of them, what is minus 1 minus 2? That becomes minus 3. So our expected numbers are minus 1 and minus 2. So now let us solve this. This is our polynomial x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay. This technique is also called the splitting of the middle term, because you are just going to split the middle term, right? So the first term is 1x square, you will keep it as it is. The last term is plus 2, you will keep it as it is. And we need to split this middle term minus 3x. And minus 3x को हमने कैसे split किया है? We are going to split it as minus 1 and minus 2. Okay, that means we are going to split that as minus 1x and minus 2x, right? So let us write minus 1x and minus 2x. Now you can see 4 terms over here, right? So we will make the group of first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. Now from the first two terms, we will try to take out something common. Okay, so what can you take common from 1x square minus 1x? We can take the variable common, right? Because both places you can see both the terms have the number 1, but there is no use of taking 1 common, right? So we will just take the variable x common. So let us take x common. Now from x square, if you take x common, what are you left with in the bracket? We are left with x. And the next term is minus 1x. From minus 1x, अगर हमने x common लिया, तो क्या बचेगा? You are left with minus 1. Same way, now look at the third and the fourth term. The next group is minus 2x plus 2. पहले number common लेना है, फिर alphabet common लेना है. That means variable common लेना है, right? Now the numbers are 2 and 2. Rather it is minus 2 and plus 2. Now from minus 2 and plus 2, what can you take common? We can take minus 2 common, right? Now from minus 2x, if you take minus 2 common, so what are you left with? We are left with x. And plus 2 में से अगर आपने minus 2 common लिया, तो क्या बचेगा? Minus 1 बचेगा. Students, you have to be careful. This will be minus 1 and not plus 1. Why? Because plus 2 में से हमने minus 2 common लिया है. When there is a negative sign outside the bracket, you need to change the next sign. If the next sign is positive, make it negative. अगर negative होगा, तो आपको उसे positive करना है. Right? Now, how will you check whatever we have done that is right or wrong? If you have done all the things correctly, both the brackets should be same or should be equal by default. Now what is the first bracket that we have got? X minus 1. And what about the next bracket? That is also x minus 1. मतलब जो भी किया है वो correct है. Right? Now since x minus 1 is same, can we take x minus 1 common? Yes. And what are you left in the second bracket? We are left with x minus 2. Because the term outside the first bracket is x and the term outside the second bracket is minus 2. So in the second bracket, we should write x minus 2. Now students, by solving this quadratic polynomial x square minus 3x plus 2, we are getting the answer as x minus 1 and x minus 2. Hence, our final answer on factorizing this cubic polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 will give us x plus 1, which we got in the previously itself, right, in the previous slide. And this was the quadratic polynomial, right? On factorizing this, we are getting the next two terms, that is x minus 1 and x minus 2. That means on factorizing this cubic polynomial, we get the answer as x plus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 2. That means this is the simplified form of factorization of a cubic polynomial. I hope students you have understood this factorization, right? Now let us move to the next question. In the next question, we are once again going to factorize the cubic polynomial, which is x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Now what is the first step that we have thought of? Multiply the first and last coefficient, right? Now students, tell me, what is the first coefficient? That is 1. And what about the last coefficient? That is minus 5. So we need to multiply 1 and minus 5. Now tell me, what is 1 into minus 5? That gives us minus 5. So once again we need to find different factors of minus 5. So what are the possible factors of minus 5? As you can see, the possible factors are plus and minus 1 and plus and minus 5. Because 1 into 5 gives us 5 and 5 into 1 is also 5, right? But you just cannot consider 1 and 5. Like we did in the previous sum or the previous question, you need to consider plus or minus also. So the factors are, the possible factors are plus and minus 1 and plus and minus 5. Now what will you do next? ये चार factors लेके हम काम नहीं कर सकते, right? So you need to check which value of x gives you the answer as 0. तो आपको check करना पड़ेगा कि if you take the value of x as minus 1, are you getting 0? अगर 0 मिला तो ठीक है, you will go for long division. अगर 0 नहीं मिला तो you will check with x is equals to 1. Check if the value comes to 0. अगर आंसर 0 आया तो go for long division. If no, check for the next value of x, that is minus 5. अगर x is equal to minus 5 से भी आंसर 0 नहीं आया, then obviously x is equal to 5 should give you the answer as 0, and then you can go for the long division. Okay, so here let us take the first value of x, that is minus 1. Okay, so as I told you, you need to check at what value the expression becomes 0. And which is the first value that we have decided? We have decided the value of x as minus 1. So let us take the polynomial. The polynomial is x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. We are going to replace the value of x with minus 1. Hence we get x cube, that is minus 1 cube, minus 3x square, that is minus 3 into minus 1 square, minus 9x, that is minus 9 into minus 1, and minus 5 will remain as it is. Now let us simplify. This is minus 1 cube. What is minus 1 cube? Cube of negative number is negative, right? So you need to write minus 1 as it is. Next, minus 3, you need to keep it as it is. And what is minus 1 square? That is positive. Negative number ka square is always positive, right? Next, minus 9 into minus 1 gives us plus 9. And obviously, minus 5, you need to keep it as it is, right? Let us simplify further. Minus 1, keep it as it is. What is minus 3 into plus 1? That is minus 3, plus 9 and minus 5 need to be as it is. And finally, what is minus 1 minus 3? That is minus 4. What is minus 4 plus 9? That is plus 5. And what is plus 5 minus 5? That gives us the answer as 0. So tell me, are we getting the answer as 0? Yes. Now, which value of x is giving us the answer 0? The value of x is minus 1. Now, we need to perform long division, right? So, this cubic polynomial will be our dividend. But to divide, we want the divisor. है ना? X के value में हमें interest नहीं है. I want the divisor. So, what will be the divisor? Since the value of x is minus 1, get this minus 1 to the left. Minus 1 left में आके क्या बनेगा? X plus 1. So, x plus 1 will be the divisor for our long division. Okay? So, let us start with the long division. We are going to divide this cubic polynomial x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5 by the divisor x plus 1. So, let us start with the long division. Now, as I told you, in order to find quotient, you need to divide the first term of the dividend upon first term of the divisor. So, what is the first term of the dividend? That is x cube. And first term of the divisor is x. Okay. So, let us begin. So, you will get x cube upon x, which gives us the answer as x square. So, our new quotient is x square. Now, whatever is the quotient that you have got, you need to multiply it by the divisor. So, the quotient is x square multiplied by divisor is x plus 1. So, x square को x plus 1 से multiply कीजिए. What is x square into x? That gives us x cube, and x square into plus 1 gives us plus x square. So, let us write it below. You will get x cube plus x square. And do not forget to change the signs. X cube is positive, make it negative. X square is positive, also you need to make it negative. Now, x cube and minus x cube gets cancelled. Next, this is minus 3x square, right? And here, what is new sign of x square? That is negative. So, what is minus 3x square minus x square? That becomes minus 4x square. And get both the terms minus 9x and minus 5 below it. Okay. So, now what is the new dividend that we are getting? Minus 4x square minus 9x minus 5. Now, what is the first term of this dividend? It is minus 4x square. We are going to divide it with the first term of the divisor, that is x. Now, what is minus 4x square upon x? That gives us the quotient, that is minus 4x. So, let us write the quotient over here, that is minus 4x, and let us once again multiply this quotient minus 4x with the divisor x plus 1. Now, minus 4x into x gives us minus 4x square, and minus 4x into plus 1 gives us minus 4x. So, let us write the terms below this. Now, change the signs. So, 4x square is negative, we need to make it positive. Even 4x is negative, उसे भी positive कीजिए. Now, here 4x square is negative, below new sign of 4x square is positive. So, minus 4x square plus 4x square gets cancelled. Here 9x is negative and new sign of 4x is positive. So, now tell me students, what is minus 9x plus 4x? That is minus 5x. And we are left with what? We are left with minus 5. So, bring it down as it is. Now, what is the new term of the dividend? It is minus 5x. Dividend का पहला term minus 5x है. Once again, let us divide with the first term of the divisor, that is x. What is minus 5x upon x? That becomes minus 5. Be careful, this is minus 5. And that is why our new quotient is minus 5. Now, multiply this new quotient minus 5 with the divisor x plus 1. What do you get? Minus 5 into x. क्या मिलेगा हमें? Minus 5x. And minus 5 into plus 1 will be minus 5. Let us write it below. And once again, sign change करना मत भूलिएगा. 5x is negative, so वो positive बनेगा. 5 भी negative है, उसे भी positive कीजिए. अब यहाँ you can see 5x is negative. Here new sign of 5x is positive, so that gets cancelled. Same way, 5 is negative and new sign of 5 below is positive, so even that gets cancelled. and what is our remainder? Our remainder is 0, right? So what is the quotient that we are getting? The quotient is x square minus 4x minus 5. And what about the remainder? The remainder is 0. So let us once again represent the answer in the form dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. लेकिन remainder 0 है, तो you will express the answer in the form dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. That means x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5 is equal to the divisor, which is x plus 1, multiply by the quotient, that is x square minus 4x minus 5. Now tell me once again, क्या ये हमारा final answer है? No. Why? चलो x plus 1 को तो मैं reduce नहीं कर सकता. But what about the second bracket? Observe the second bracket. It is x square minus 4x minus 5. Can't you reduce the second bracket? Yes, we can, and we have to, because this second bracket is a quadratic polynomial. So now in the next step, हमें ये quadratic polynomial को factorize करना है, right? So let us consider this polynomial x square minus 4x minus 5. And what are we supposed to do? We need to find the numbers such that product should be a into c. A means what? First term. So what is your first coefficient? It is 1. And what is the value of c? The last term. What is the last term? Minus 5. तो जैसे मैंने कहा, you need to find two numbers such that product should be a into c. a का वैल्यू +1 है, c का वैल्यू -5 है. That means दोनों numbers को multiply करके आपका प्रोडक्ट -5 होना चाहिए. Find two numbers. If you multiply 1 into -5 gives you -5, and the sum या फिर add करके you should get the middle term, that is -4. So find two numbers. If you multiply you will get -5, and if you add you should get a middle number, that is -4. So tell me quickly, which are the numbers? The numbers are +1 and -5. What is plus into minus? That will give you minus. 1 into 5 will give you 5, and if you add them, what is +1 minus 5? That gives you -4. मतलब हमारा प्रोडक्ट भी -5 हो रहा है और हमारा एडिशन या सम इज ऑल्सो, you can see it is -4. Okay, so let us start. We will write the polynomial as it is, x square minus 4x minus 5. Now it is called as splitting of the middle term. मतलब हमें -4x को ही split करना है, right? So the first term x square you will keep it as it is, and the last term -5 उसको भी ऐसे ही रखिए. Okay, now -4x को split करना है. What are the numbers that we have got? +1 and -5, and we need to mention that variable x beside it, right? So we will be writing +1x and -5x. Now you can see 4 terms over here. Let us make group of the first two and the last two terms, right? Now try to take out common. Okay, so from the first two terms x square and +1x, tell me what can you take common? Perfect, you can take x common. अच्छा, you might feel, sir, number common नहीं ले सकते क्या? Yes, you can definitely, but here in both the terms the number is 1. अब बताइए 1 को कॉमन लेके कोई फायदा होगा क्या? नहीं. So we don't take 1 common. Directly we will be taking the variable x common. Now from x square, if you take x common, what are we left with? We are left with x, और +1x में से अगर x common लिया तो you will be left with +1. Now let us consider the next group. The next group is -5x and -5. Now look at the numbers. First of all, the sign is negative. Okay, यहाँ पे भी 5 है, यहाँ पे भी 5 है, तो both the 5s they are obviously divisible by 5, so you can take -5 common, right? Now from -5x, if you take -5 common, what are you left with? We are left with x. And -5 में से अगर हमने -5 common लिया तो you are left with +1, because 5 ones gives you 1, right? And be careful, bracket के बाहर माइनस साइन है तो आपको नेक्स्ट साइन चेंज करनी पड़ेगी. The next sign is minus, it will become plus. Now check if both the brackets are same. Yes, they are. x plus 1 same आ रहा है, मतलब जो भी हमने किया है वो correct है. Now you can take x plus 1 common, and in the second bracket we are left with x minus 5, because the term outside the first bracket is x and the term outside the second bracket is -5. That means on factorizing this quadratic polynomial x square minus 4x minus 5, we get the answer as x plus 1 and x minus 5. Now let us recall the entire cubic polynomial. Our question was this, right? X cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. And already we got this first bracket, x plus 1. Problem was this second bracket, which was a quadratic polynomial. उसे भी simplify करके we have got the answer as x plus 1 and x minus 5. That means we can say that after factorizing this cubic polynomial, we get the factors as x plus 1, x plus 1 and x minus 5. I hope all of you are understanding. Maza aa raha hai, right? So let us go with one more question. Here the cubic polynomial is 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. Once again we are going to revise all the steps for factorizing this cubic polynomial. What is our first step, students? Multiply the first and the last coefficient. What is the first coefficient? Plus 2 and the last coefficient is minus 1. So let us multiply. What is plus 2 into minus 1? That is minus 2. And we need to find all the possible factors of minus 2. So what are the possible factors of minus 2? That is plus and minus 1 and plus and minus 2. That means in this cubic polynomial हमें y के कितने values मिल रहे हैं? Y is equal to minus 1, y is equal to plus 1, y is equal to plus 2 and y is equal to minus 2. एक एक करके हमें ये वैल्यूज y के जो अलग अलग वैल्यूज है minus 1, plus 1, minus 2, plus 2 सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है या रिप्लेस करना है इन द पॉलिनोमियल और हमें चेक करना है which value of y gives us the value of the polynomial as 0. If you try to recollect or recall in the previous both the sums that we have solved just now, वहां पे x is equal to minus 1 से ही अपना आंसर 0 आया था, राइट? तो what do you say? x is equal to minus 1 फैक्टर है, तो डिवाइजर के लिए get that minus 1 to the left, तो you got x plus 1 as your divisor, right? यहां पे आपको वापस चेक करना पड़ेगा that is the value y is equal to minus 1 giving us the answer as 0. तो यहां पे प्रॉब्लम है. Here y is equal to minus 1 will not give us the answer as 0. तो आपको क्या करना है? You need to go with the next value. What is the next value of y? That is 1. So as I told you, check that which value of the expression becomes 0. Okay, y is equal to minus 1 will not give us the answer as 0. Hence we will go for the next value, that is y is equals to 1. Let us consider the cubic polynomial. Okay, replace the value of x with plus 1. What do you get? 2 into y cube, that is 2 into 1 cube, plus y square, that is 1 square, minus 2 into y, that is minus 2 into 1, and minus 1 will remain as it is. Let us simplify. What is 1 cube? 1 cube is 1. Okay, so you will get 2 into 1 plus. What is 1 square? That is obviously 1. Minus 2 into 1 will give you minus 2 and minus 1 will remain as it is. Now here 1 cube is 1, so 2 into 1 gives you 2. So you need to keep 2 as it is. Plus 1 will remain as it is. Minus 2 and minus 1 will remain as it is. So here what is 2 plus 1? That is 3. What is 3 minus 2? 1, and 1 minus 1 gives us 0. So finally y is equal to minus 1 से आपको आंसर 0 आ रहा था क्या? नहीं. Which value of y is giving you the answer as 0? Y is equals to 1. But are you interested in the value of y? No. क्योंकि आगे हमें long division करना है, तो you will require the divisor, right? So what is the value of y? Y is equal to 1 gives us the answer as 0. तो divisor के लिए ये plus 1 को आप left में लीजिए. Plus 1 comes to the left, it will become what? Minus 1. Hence we can say that y minus 1 is going to be our divisor. So let us divide this cubic polynomial with y minus 1. Let us start with the division. So this is the cubic polynomial. The dividing cut. Here the dividend is 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1, and the divisor is y minus 1. Now how do you find the quotient? First term of the dividend divided by first term of the divisor. What is first term of the dividend? That is 2y cube, and first term of the divisor is y. So let us find the first quotient. So 2y cube divided by y gives us 2y square. Let us write it in the place of the quotient. Now we need to multiply this new quotient 2y square with the divisor y minus 1. Okay, so what is 2y square into y? That becomes 2y cube, and 2y square into minus 1 becomes minus 2y square. So let us replace the terms over here. Okay, क्या ध्यान रखना है आपको? y cube के नीचे y cube का term और y square के नीचे y square का terms. And do not forget to change the signs. 2y cube is positive, you need to make it negative. 2y square is negative, उसे आपको positive करना है. Okay, so यहाँ पे 2y cube is positive, यहाँ पे 2y cube is negative, so plus 2y cube minus 2y cube gets cancelled. Okay, and finally what is y square plus 2y square? That becomes 3y square. And What are the leftover terms? Minus 2y and minus 1. Bring it down as it is. Now, what is the first term of the dividend? It is 3y square. Let us divide it with the first term of the divisor, that is y. What is 3y square divided by y? It becomes 3y. Okay. So, the new quotient is 3y. Let us multiply this new quotient 3y with the divisor y minus 1. Now, let us multiply in the bracket. 3y into y becomes 3y square and 3y into minus 1 gives you minus 3y. Okay. So, now let us write it over here. Y square के नीचे y square आना चाहिए, y के नीचे y का term आना चाहिए, and do not forget to change the sign. 3y square is positive, you need to make it negative. 3y negative है, आपको उसको positive करना है. यहाँ पे 3y square is positive, here 3y square is negative, that gets cancelled. And finally, what is minus 2y plus 3y? That becomes plus y. Okay, and we are left with minus 1. Is the division complete? No, not yet. अब तक आंसर 0 नहीं मिला हमें, right? So what you will do is, again, what is the first term of the dividend? It is y. Upon the first term of the divisor is also y. What is y upon y? That gives you 1. Be careful, answer is plus 1. Okay? तो यहाँ पे quotient में you are going to write plus 1. Now multiply this quotient 1 with the divisor y minus 1. We get y minus 1 as it is. So you need to write y minus 1 over here and do not forget to change the signs. Y is positive, make it negative. 1 is negative, make it positive. Right? Now plus y minus y cancel हो जाएगा. Minus 1 plus 1, that also gets cancelled. So ultimately what is your remainder? The remainder is 0. Now let us represent the answer in the form dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Hence we get 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1 will be equal to the divisor, that is y minus 1, into quotient, which is 2y square plus 3y plus 1. Now students, again I will ask you the same question. Is this your final answer? No. Why not? Because y minus 1 ko you cannot simplify. But what about the second bracket? 2y square plus 3y plus 1. Can you simplify it further? Yes, we can, because it is a quadratic polynomial, right? So the next target is simplifying this second bracket, 2y square plus 3y plus 1. So what do? Find two numbers such that the product of first term and the last term. What is the first term? It is 2. So here the first term is also considered as a. तो यहाँ पे a का value क्या है? 2. And what is the last term? It is plus 1. You can also take it as c. So what is a into c? The product, that is a into c, will be 2 into plus 1, that is plus 2. And the sum should be the middle term, that is plus 3. तो आपको ऐसे दो टर्म्स ढूंढने हैं जिनका प्रोडक्ट आपको प्लस 2 मिलेगा और जिन्हें प्लस करके यू शुड गेट प्लस 3. इट्स क्वाइट सिंपल, राइट? व्हाट आर द नंबर्स? द नंबर्स आर 2 and 1. Okay, what is 2 into 1? It is 2, and 2 plus 1 will give you 3. So let us factorize this. 2y square plus 3y plus 1. Now this is also called as splitting of the middle term, right? So what is the first term? It is 2y square, keep it as it is. Last term is plus 1, keep it as it is. Now this is also called as splitting of the middle term, right? So what is the middle term? 3y, and we are going to split 3y into what? Plus 2 and plus 1. Okay, and do not forget to replace or mention the variable y in it. Okay, so you are going to write it as plus 2y and plus 1y. Okay, now once again make group of first two and the last two terms. From the first two terms, that is plus 2y square and 2y, what is a term that you can take common? First look at the number. The number is 2 and 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. Definitely 2 is same on both the terms. You can find it, right? So you can take 2 common. And next try to take out the variable common. Here the variable is y square and here the variable is y. तो y square और y में से आप क्या कॉमन लोगे? Definitely you can take y common. Okay? अब पहला टर्म कौन सा था? It was 2y square. 2y square में से हम 2 कॉमन ले चुके हैं. y square में से एक y आप कॉमन ले चुके हो, तो ब्रैकेट में you are left with what? A y term, a single y term, right? And plus 2y में से आपने 2 को भी कॉमन ले लिया, y को भी कॉमन ले लिया, तो you are left with what? Plus 1. Okay? Now the next two terms are plus 1y and plus 1. What can you take common? Let us check the numbers first. Both the terms have contained the number 1. Now 1 into 1 is 1, right? तो 1 में से आप कॉमन ही नहीं ले पाओगे. You can just take 1 common, right? जब कुछ नहीं कॉमन आता तो आपको 1 लिखना पड़ेगा. एंड व्हाट अबाउट वेरिएबल, हियर यू कैन सी द वेरिएबल y, लेकिन ये 1 + 1 के बाजू में आपको वेरिएबल y दिख रहा है क्या? नो. तो you cannot take a variable common, but you can need to write +1 outside the bracket, okay? And the second bracket will be y + 1 as it is. Now check both the brackets, y + 1, y + 1. Are they same? Yes. So you need to take y + 1 common, and in the second bracket you will be writing 2y + 1. So the brackets that we get, or the answer that we get after factorizing the quadratic polynomial 2y² + 3y + 1 are y + 1 and 2y + 1. So let us consider the final answer now. Our cubic polynomial was 2³ + y² - 2y - 1. This bracket y - 1 we got it before itself, right, in the previous slide. Issue was the second bracket 2y² + 3y + 1. लेकिन उससे फैक्टराइज करके हमें आंसर क्या मिला? We are getting the answer as y + 1 and 2y + 1. That means on factorizing this cubic polynomial, the answer that we get is y - 1, y + 1 and 2y + 1. I hope you all have understood this, right? Okay? मैंने easiest तरीके से आपको explain किया है the method or the tricks to solve cubic polynomials. Okay? Make sure you do not skip any video. Okay? You go through the entire video and try to understand the sums better. अगर आपको कोई डाउट्स है, कोई डिफिकल्टीज होंगे, प्लीज पोस्ट दैट क्वेरीज इन द चैट बॉक्स. डेफिनेटली विल ट्राई एंड गेट बैक टू यू. ओके, टिल देन, do like, share and subscribe our videos. Thank you so much.